YouTube. Today me and Jay are potentially going to commit suicide because we're going to walk 71 miles. It's we're doing the Saffron Trail, we're doing it backwards, so we're coming from Saffron Walden to Southend, and we're going to take about 3 days to do it. Right, so this old building is a castle. All castles sort of look the same really, they all need to be rendered and stuff. This is the start of the trail. We've got 71 miles to go until we get home. A lot of the gear I've bought is lightweight, but it's still quite heavy.
I presume along that road. So out of the castle along that road, and then that's it basically. It should all be signposted from there, hopefully, but we'll see. Bit of a long old trail. You alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heavier than what you think. Wrought iron. Check.
Alright, so we've left Saffron Walden town. We walked through a park, it was quite nice. And I have no idea where we're going. I'm just following Jay. Alright, we're somewhere between Saffron Walden and Newport. We're getting a lot of dodgy looks from the locals because we're walking around with camouflage bags. I don't know if it's going to come out too well. There's a really nice little stream there.
Oh, isn't it nice? Nice little stream, nice little butterflies and flowers. I like it.
And then there's a mug. And then there's a pill box with a mug in front of it.
Fuck you.
Right, so I think we can see Newport Station in the distance. And that's going to be like the first leg of the trail. The way it's done, it's made up of like, I think it's 7 legs. So we've got to get there, then get to the next one if we stand a chance of doing it in 2 days. 3 days.
That isn't Saffron Walden. No, that isn't Newport. That is a town called Early Days.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Alright, we're going to tuck into this bit of shade and get some water because we've walked miles without any. Right, we're going to have a quick 5 minutes, have a little snack and drink of water and then carry on. I'm having a Cliff Bar. I think I've had this one before. I think it's quite nice. They're all normally sort of quite nice for what they are. What have you got?
I have got a cocoa and vanilla Gray's protein. That's got added protein, so that's going to make my muscles fucking swell up. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to get all my goodness for the day in that one tiny little bar. That's the truth.
Yeah, so Jay's going to die somewhere on the trail. I don't know. Well, we found a shop and we got some ice cream and it's really, really welcoming. We're just next to Newport Station, so that's the first leg done. There's a train coming in now.
Let's carry on to the end of the road.
Now we're going to carry on. I think it's crucial for us to do this in the time we've given, that we have to hit at least 2 legs today.
Affirmative.
Well, we've come to this farm. We're just seeing which way to go. But it sort of looks to me almost like a desert. And it's just like nothing.
Right way.
I just found some
Sustenance.
some food. They're not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad.
I'm sitting, I love it, it's such a cool picture. Go over there. You didn't get the top of the church in the fucking frame, you did.
Well, I'll go back to it, won't I? Well, we've had a tactical rest.
Time for a beer and let it all blow over.
I know, it's quite funny because every time we go camping I say, oh, we don't drink, and we've got the first pub that we found.
It was like the first pub, it was like the fourth or
Was
something.
it the fourth?
Yeah. I mean, we could have done a pub crawl, but it would have been a 20-minute video and the rest of it would have been us laying in a ditch, so...
Yeah, and
Because we don't drink.
and after about 20 minutes of us on the piss, I'll probably, everything I say would have to be edited out.
You wait after this shandy.
So we've just had a pint in that pub. We got talking to some really nice people, but we must crack on. Right, so we stumbled across this quite cool wood. This would probably make an ideal campsite for the night, but we're nowhere near where we need to be. So we'll have to keep on going. Oh look, it's a tree in front of me that's walking. Oh no, it's Jay. No, it's really surreal because, you know, we're not really seeing people as we're walking, which is quite nice. But in the background I can hear the M11. It's sort of just weird how it can change so much. I mean, there must be little towns and stuff and villages off the M11. And then just nothing. Right, so we've walked on for 45 minutes from that pub. We've not really eaten today, so found this little spot. We're just gonna have a quick bite to eat, and then carry on to the Great Dunmow, which is the end of the second leg. This is what a tired person looks like.
The shoulders My shoulders, they hurt. But it's alright, Chris is going to give me a massage tonight, so that's what he said anyway.
With these.
These big fucking man hands.
The funny thing is yeah, we've walked a long way. My legs don't really hurt.
My feet are starting to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, they don't really hurt. It's mainly just my shoulders.
Yeah. Too much stuff.
Not enough shoulder muscles. Alright, we're walking through another wood on the way to the next, to the finish line of this leg. We're running quite low on water.
Quite low?
Like, I think we've got none left. So this trip's not really about bushcraft and survival or anything, so first petrol station, we're gonna, or Tesco's or whatever, we're gonna go there. There is, I have got in my bag my soya filter. The trouble is we're not really seeing any water. And I did only really bring that in for an absolute emergency. Right, so the leg from Newport to Dunmow is like 15 miles long, and it is a bit of a challenge because a lot of it's walking through the fields that have had the tracks and tyres from all the plant. Go over it in wet ground and it's sort of dried and baked like it. And we're sort of struggling a little bit to get to Dunmow. We've just come into this meadow.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's very nice. But I think we're both feeling it a bit now. And we're running out of light as well. I've got a head torch, so it should be alright. Just because, to be real quick, because we're running out of light, we've just stumbled across Tilty Abbey. And over there, that's the actual abbey, what's left of it.
Cool.
Right, there is the moon. It's one day past the full moon, I believe.
You won't be able to see fuck all through the camera, so apart from the moon, obviously.
We're still walking to Great Dunmow. It hurts. Look at this, we've just found the Rolls Royce dealership.
We're going to break in and we're going to drive home.
Yeah. I think, like, I mean, it's a very ugly looking car with tyres that wouldn't go off-road very well, but it's quite cool.
I mean, technically we're still outside because it's convertible, it hasn't got a roof. So technically we're still outside.
So it's still WHB outdoors.
So we're still WHB outdoors.
But then look at this engine. Do you reckon that will fit in my X-Trail?
Rolls Royce Merlin in your X-Trail. I mean, it would fit physically. Yeah, you might not be able to get it to move though, because it's £1,500.
That's pretty cool, don't you think?
Oh yeah. I was thinking Sunday.
Starting to feel so exhausted.
Feet.
Yeah, feet are starting to ache, shoulders are pulling apart. But if I was at home, I would probably just be watching an Avengers movie on ITV because I'm too tight to pay for better ones. So it's all relative. Right, we made it to Great Dunmow Tesco's, so that's 2 legs out the way. Just exhausted. We found a place right as we come off the trail. We found this little area we think we're going to camp for the night. You know, we're not having a fire and no one's there, so and it's dark, so I don't think it's really going to really make that much odds. We're going to be away quite early, but I'm starving. All I've had all day is a Cliff Bar, so I'm going to eat. I bought a meal deal, but I'm still going to cook an MRE in a minute. Right, so we're in the little tents, ready to get some shut-eye. I'm exhausted, Jay's exhausted, we're both hurt. Jay's possibly sprained his ankle. It's still been a good adventure though. Like I sort of look at myself sometimes and think, like, wow, you really need to sort yourself out and stop being a fat, worthless piece of shit. And this is, doing things like this sort of is for that, as well as the whole prepping side of it, the bugging out, and all that sort of stuff. And I think a lot of people have got a bit of an awakening coming when they think it's going to be like Rambo. It's actually going to be torture. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to go to sleep. I'll show you the setups in the morning whilst we're cooking some breakfast. I'll see you in the morning. Night. Good morning. It's freezing cold. I had quite a nice night though, but it's a bit nippy this morning. Just about to get some breakfast on the go, and trying to work out whether we can actually carry on with this today. Jay's feet are in bits. I'm too scared to look at mine. We'll have to see how it goes.
The drill bits and things.
Yeah. Right, so I've got an all-day breakfast and a coffee. I really am looking forward to it. Right, we're just about ready to go. There's where we was camping. I left it nice and tidy. Got the rubbish with me. I shop at Ultimate Outdoors, by the way. The next leg is Great Waltham. It's about 10 miles away. There's a main road right there. It was quite loud last night, but it weren't too bad. Alright, we've left Great Dunmow. We're on the way to Little Dunmow. We're walking now sort of parallel to the River Chelmer, which will take us all the way into Chelmsford. If I'm honest, I think we might tap out at Chelmsford. This is a lot of weight we're carrying over a distance. Jay's basically a raspberry at the minute.
Yeah, my feet are fucked.
And
my whole little toes, both little toes, are just one giant blister.
they're like, you know them little party sausages?
Yeah. when you cooked them for too long and the fat's starting to bubble out. That's what they look like. Delicious. Yummy.
Yeah. So me and Sausage Foot, we're going to carry on for a bit. And I don't know, just see how we feel at Chelmsford. We're still a long way off from Chelmsford, so. Right, so that first hedgerow you can see there, that is the River Chelmer. We're not particularly close, but we're just sort of running parallel. Runs up there, and for most part of the walk now we're going to be following that, because the River Chelmer comes out on the Southend Estuary, or Thames Estuary I think it's called, and then that would be the end of the walk. I believe we're about to cross the A120. Quite a nice, I quite like the A120. It's the way we go to Church Farm.
Village in the year, there must be a shop.
Yeah. Right, so we've walked all the way to Felsted, and we're tapping out. We can't carry on like this. We will finish this.
It's my feet. That's all it is.
Yeah, sausage toes over there.
Sausage toes.
The speed we're travelling at, because he's in agony, will take us about a month to do it. And so we're going to withdraw, go home.
Come back probably in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, come back in a few weeks when he's got feet again, and finish it off. I feel sort of gutted that we have to do this, but we have to do it.
It's a learning experiment.
It is indeed.
It just proves how ludicrous the ideas are. You know, some preppers have about going off into the woods with just a pack on your back, because you just can't physically carry everything that you need for prepping. You know, and be walking sort of 50 miles or whatever. So, and we stripped our packs down to bare bones really, and you know, we're not professional soldiers or anything, so we're not really used to walking this sort of distance. So, unless you do this all the time, your prospects of doing this as a prepper are limited, I think, aren't they? Really?
Yeah. It's well, one wrong move. If you was to bug out, one wrong move and you're just dead.
Yeah, I mean, the whole reason. I mean, I was fine. These are my walking shoes. I've never had a problem with them. Never had blisters with them. The only reason is because they got slightly wet because I walked through a puddle, didn't I? And because my socks got damp, that's what caused them to blister up, and that's basically it. So, yeah, what I need to do is go home and go and buy a pair of waterproof boots, really.
But just for the record, I was going to do it. I was going to complete it early.
Well, I did say he can carry on doing it on his own, but he gets scared on his own.
Scared of the dark.
Scared of the dark as well, so he needs someone to hold his hand.
I'm scared someone as good looking as me might get raped if I'm alone in the woods.
Well, what makes you think I won't rape you?
Well, you have to have more than penis for it to count as penetration.
Well, that's true.
But like we said, we're going to complete it in 3 weeks' time, or maybe 4. But we're still supposed to be going back to Wales to complete that. Last time we totally failed.
That'll happen eventually.
But aside from the total failure, I've actually had a really great time in agony. I think there might be something wrong with my head.